Hi! Welcome to another episode of Used and Abused Pod. We are excited about tonight's topic. Yes!
I know, and it's October 1st.
Yes!
Hot dang. And then we had the autumn equinox a few days ago, that beautiful supermoon. Did you get to see it?
I didn't.
It's gorgeous. And I'm wearing my witchy woman shirt.
Yep.
But I might be turning into doing a little bit of like a Carolyn Jones throughout the show. But y'all will see. We'll see if we get there.
Yeah.
If you don't know. So I'm very excited. How are you this week, Kim?
I'm okay. Aside from healing a muscle in my leg that I pulled, I'm feeling pretty good.
I'm sorry to hear that. Are you beginning to feel better?
I am.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Oh my gosh. Have you been like doing anything extra special to get ready for October, for Halloween, for harvest?
No, just going over some childhood memories of what.
Aww, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's sweet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just remembering what our Halloweens used to be in a small town.
Hey, I came from a small town too. What was yours like just growing up? Just curiosity, because I know
ours was just basically there was a few people that went out, like did like corn decoration type of things once they harvested, and then we just so we just basically mom decorated candy. I mean, growing up, the best thing about Halloween was candy. And if you could find that special spot that you got the best candy.
My house.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
I have a reason why I said that. So we live we grew up in a small town too. Okay. And we would go trick-or-treating on the other side of town. And we lived like on the outskirts of town. My dad can contribute to this, and my parents would always buy lots of candy, and they didn't get a lot of trick-or-treaters, even if they had all the goods. And let me tell y'all, when my parents lived in an area where they got busy, they took care of the toddlers, the adults, the kids, everything. They had treats for the dogs. And it's like, y'all, let me tell you, that's the house you want to hit up. But as a kid, because of where we lived, it was still on the outskirts. So it was what it was. Like,
oh yeah.
And it wasn't like we were actually in a, like, again, farming community. Yes, there's more to Illinois than just Chicago. There's more.
Yes, exactly.
So, yes, I am sharing all of our stuff into our Discords. I'm like, come on, y'all.
Well, what
a wonderful chat though we already have.
Yeah.
I'm so excited as I continue to go into our Discords and going, hello, we're here, we're live, come join us. And,
and speaking of the chat, hello everybody. I will go down the best way I can to get everybody. Hopefully I don't miss anybody. So hello Isaac, Ro, Andrew, Ubaldo. Let's see here. Kenny.
My dad. I just saw him a little bit ago.
Yeah. And I believe Dawn from the ATSW, the Escape Pod. Hello, everybody. If I missed you, welcome. Hello, Luna Girl.
Hello.
If I missed you, sorry. I went down the list a little fast, but welcome. Come and enjoy tonight's topic.
I know, this is just so perfect for October.
It is.
And I've always wanted to do this type of discussion. Like, I could literally do a series just on each of them, which maybe one day I will. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. But, like, I'm just so excited that you and I get to do this because I know we're going to have fun.
Yes.
It's so much fun. What a way to kick off the month of October.
Yep. Halloween month, as I call it.
It's the month of wonderfulness. And, yeah.
It is. It is.
Oh, Halloween ladies with some cocoa. I love it, Ro. Well, actually, we're talking about the Scream Queens tonight.
Yeah.
But we might even have we might have a few others thrown in there.
Yeah.
Just the queens. Queens have to come from someplace, right?
That's true. And from what I read on a couple of them, both.
Hello, Megan. I see
Hi,
her
Megan.
popping in. I don't mind me. I'm just brushing. You'll see why later.
I think I know why, but yeah, we'll see later what you're rushing.
I want to be. Okay. Well, y'all will know soon enough. You'll know soon enough. Yeah. And special note. I don't know if it was 3rd grade or if it was 4th grade. No, it was 4th grade. Or maybe it was 2nd grade. One of those years, I know I dressed up. I don't know. It was more of a witchy woman. Uh-huh. I want to say it was probably either the Wicked Witch of the West or I wanted to be like a Morticia. I can't remember, but I had the black dress and all that, and I still want to be Morticia. I still want to be Lily Munster. I want to be all the scream queens that we're going to talk about tonight. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Actually, I could probably pull off a Carolyn Jones because I have blonde hair like she did.
Mm-hmm.
But you would never know because it was black and white. So I'm excited to get into all those details tonight. It's gonna be so good. That looks kind of cool. What looks familiar? Me being a witchy woman, me getting ready for like cosplaying because that's what I like to do once in a while. Although I have been an Elphaba. I mean, in recent years, I've actually been an Elphaba. Yeah. I'm being told I need to be Morticia.
Yeah.
I can be a Morticia next year one of those days.
Yeah.
Wow. I should probably be something with Star Wars too.
Yeah.
Well, maybe one of those nights I will show up as my own take of Morticia. That might be fun. That would be so much fun.
Yeah.
Megan, I like the way you think, girl. I'll have to see if we can get well, I don't know. Maybe we'll see you and Scott there. We'll see. Yeah. One day at a time, right? That's where we're at right now.
Exactly.
All right. I should dress up as Garza Flip.
Yeah.
If Ro dresses up like Garza Flip and I'm Morticia, who's dressing up as Elvira or Vampira? I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, think about it. Garza Flip is not that far away from Vampira. Except she has the Twilight.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wow. Yes, Megan. Ideas. Wow. Well, we've got a lot to cover tonight.
We do.
Oh, we do. We have Andrew 1 and 2 here.
Oh, okay.
Both the Andrews are here. I know. I love this. We have 2 Andrews in the house. Yeah.
Well, welcome both Andrews.
Don't cross the streams.
Nope. Definitely don't cross the streams.
All right. Well, shall we get started?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. But we have to start at the beginning, though.
We do.
Because if it wasn't for this one particular woman of horror, who was the first horror writer, publication, we had to start somewhere.
Yep.
We're talking about
Mary Shelley.
Now, I have to share a fun fact. It's an extremely scary, wicked fun fact. I don't know if you know about this. She kept the heart of her husband in her writing desk.
Yes, she did.
Y'all, I just want to put that out there. If that does not scream horror queen, I don't know what does. That one right there.
Yeah.
And she, of course, wrote Frankenstein.
Yep.
The godmother. Rose calling her the godmother of science fiction. Why is she godmother and not mother? I want to know.
Yeah.
Megan's like, what? It's true, Megan. It's a true story. This is a fact. She did keep her husband's heart in her.
Yeah, she did.
Desk.
She did.
Mm-hmm. And she wrote Frankenstein, and we're going to be talking about of course, that was turned into a movie.
Yes.
And then their sequel was
The Bride of Frankenstein.
Yes! Oh my gosh. Like, I just get so excited because we've talked about this, you know what this about me. I love the Universal monsters. And so this time of year, I read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, which let me tell you, I should have grabbed my cover out. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have such a beautiful cover of Frankenstein. And then I watch Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein, and it's just I just love it. I just love it. I love the horror aspect to it and the science fiction part to it, because Mary Shelley was really big into science. She was huge into science and math, and that's a big deal for her that time too.
Oh yeah,
huge thing. And in The Bride of Frankenstein,
which will
they begin. Go ahead.
Go ahead and explain why I pop pictures.
Oh. Okay, so I hope I'm not butchering her name, okay, my friends. And so I am very sorry. I want to say her name. It's a French name. No, it's not. This is not French. It's Elsa Lanchester. She actually dueled in this movie as both Mary Shelley and The Bride of Frankenstein.
She did. I did, because I was curious, and I did a little bit of research on The Bride of Frankenstein, and yeah, that's what I came across.
I love this, and I love vintage movies. I love like the older movies. I grew up loving this, and I would love to one day also be the Bride of Frankenstein. But man, to be even Mary Shelley in that outfit that she wore, Elsa Lanchester wore as Mary Shelley in this movie. Holy smokes! Like it was not black, but she just. And no, even The Bride of Frankenstein, which really wasn't The Bride of Frankenstein. Technically, it was The Bride of the Monster here.
Yep.
When she was in the other role. She was in white, and her hair was the jet black with the whites and the amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you love the costume? Oh, man. The costumes are gorgeous.
They are.
And the red lips. Gotta have the red lips.
Oh, yeah.
My nails are purple for other stuff for the beginning of the month, so I haven't turned to horror yet, but man. So fun. Oh my gosh. Any other fun facts that you can think of? I know we have a couple more pictures before we dive in here, or as we kind of go through.
Okay.
Wait, wait. But he did not. There's two hairdos there. He did not specify.
Yeah, it's true.
He did not. He was not specific. Maybe, you know what? Do your hair up fancy like hers with a little short sweep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have, dress up like Mary Shelley. Just I don't recommend doing what Mary Shelley did in modern day. That's all I'm going to tell you, Kim.
Yeah.
Just saying. Yeah. They're all going to be like, she's laughing.
Yeah, I did some research on her too.
You know, Ro, there are ways to get her motor running. However, we have to stay on it today.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, he's now being specific. The bride's hairstyle.
Oh,
well, technically, the bride.
Yeah.
And I just want to say again, kudos to to that team. Costume team, because they just did a fabulous job. And they were. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Don't look at that chat.
You baldos says I second that.
I know they do. They're stinkers, but we love them anyways. Y'all, I'm telling you, you get her motor running, you're going to be getting sent a link, and you're going to be my new co-host for the night. Oh, I'm sure he's listening, Megan. I am sure. That's why we're enjoying a little additional fun.
Yeah.
And actually, the bride's name is actually Elizabeth.
Yeah. Yep.
We always call her the Bride of Frankenstein, but really it's Elizabeth.
Yep.
And again,
yeah, interesting how she was actually going to be as they said, the bride of the monster.
Oh, there she is, Mary Shelley. Oh my God, look how look at those eyes.
Oh yeah.
Like those eyes just looking right at you. That's why I had to include this photo as her as Mary Shelley. Because those eyes just like
uh-huh.
That stare, that's seductive.
She's reading you. She's reading you.
Oh yeah.
She is reading you. All right.
Before there was a Garza Flip row, there was an Elsa Lanchester.
Exactly.
That's what I'm going to say the rest of the night. Well, before there was Garza Flip, there was.
Exactly.
And of course, oh my God, I found this beautiful collage of Elsa Lanchester. I had to share it. I thought you would love it. And I thought everyone else in the thing would love it because it is just so gorgeous. Like, look at that.
Oh yeah. I love the way they put it together.
And look at her face, like her.
Oh yeah.
And of course, the Bride of Frankenstein, once she was in this form, she really wasn't on camera long because you had that look. Everything was so precise, and that blood curdling scream.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
like we had more of her as Mary Shelley than we did of
of the bride. Yeah.
But this is what we remember. This. Yeah. It's just amazing. It also tells you the kind of acting what she was doing. Because we can all remember that now that it just stays with you.
Yep.
And of course, go ahead.
Oh, and I was just saying, and the other information I found interesting was just shortly after that blood-curdling scream, the two main characters, can't remember their names, actually escaped, and then the monster actually destroyed the lab.
Well, of course, he just wanted to be loved.
Yeah.
All you need is love.
Hello, Rolando.
Hi, Rolando. And just a quick side note, okay? For in this case, this particular character represented like, the fears of anxiety, sexuality. There's a lot of things that it included. Yeah. But let me tell you, that was a different time. There was a lot of things that was happening during that time.
So. Yeah, there was. Wow.
So good. Yeah. So good. Any fans in the chat of Bride of Frankenstein, before we begin to wrap up and move on, and again, this also took place in 1935, and of course they were trying to get Frankenstein a mate.
Yep.
And again, it was played by the actress Elsa Lanchester, and she is gorgeous.
She is.
I was just checking if I saw any more quick anything else, but I think we're good.
All right.
Wow. Are we ready? Because we're about to be in our this is gonna. I'm so excited.
I am too. I am about this next one.
Mm-hmm. Did it. Can I get some snaps in the chat, please? Did it. How can we not talk about the Addams Family? At least do the snaps.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I like it's just ingrained in us, right? As kids. And I think that each generation has now been able to enjoy that. And I'm so excited because we're going to talk about
more the Addams Family
and
Wednesday and Morticia, more specifically.
I am so excited. And again, just like Mary Shelley, it's got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And it started with a cartoonist.
Mm-hmm. It did.
Yep. The name's Charles Addams.
Oh. But oh yeah.
any fun facts about Charles Addams that you can think of?
No, not that I can remember, at least.
So a couple of quick things about Charles Addams. I will real quick. You know, before the Addams Family came out in 1964, 1964, as you're going to find out, was a big year just in general. You know, he was a cartoonist and he made these beautiful illustrations of the Addams family, you know, and that includes Morticia and Wednesday Addams and then the whole family. And that would go on to be in TV and cartoons and movies. And, you know, they didn't go to the Beverly Hillbillies, but he did, you know, of course.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why, I just had to include that. But yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it is. And then more recently, a Netflix series.
Which we will also be talking about a little bit tonight. But what I love here is yes, we had Mary Shelley and the Bride of Frankenstein.
Yes.
But then here comes Charles Addams. He creates this illustration. And the next photo is actually a sketch. It's a cartoon that he had created. And it will forever change everything.
Yep.
It yes, there's the Bride of Frankenstein. But it's like this illustration took a life of its own. Okay. Yeah. You can see. Go ahead.
And actually, when we touch on it, we'll touch on how this actually ties in to the TV series, the Netflix series that we were touching on.
But I just love that this character with Morticia, the look, the style, the dress, everything, to this day, to this year, it's still around. The legacy, this character is iconic. It's legendary at this point. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I completely agree.
Oh my gosh. You Baldo, he's getting romantic and sweet in the chat. Cara mia. Can we get some roses if you love Morticia Addams?
Hi, Spencer.
Hello, Spencer. Welcome. I like the way you Baldo's thinking, though. Cara mia. I like it. Yeah.
I do too.
That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm very excited. Anyways, I'm excited because I just love this character, period.
Oh, I do too.
Addams, I have always loved her.
Yeah.
And the first one to grace us with her presence on the TV screen.
Yes. Let's get that picture up here. Carolyn Jones. Yes. And in that chair going like this.
Look at her. Okay, just like Elsa Lanchester, man. Those eyes.
Yeah.
It draws you in, and it's like
it draws you.
Oh my gosh, it's seductors. And I would like to make a special note here. With this costume, okay, with this type of dress, while it is, yes, it's form-fitting, it actually covers everything.
Yeah.
And yet it is so sexy as hell. Am I right?
You're right.
I'm gonna get some snaps. Get some snaps and roses for her. But Carolyn Jones, 1964.
Yep.
And I would, again, we're going to be talking about 1964 a lot because, again, we're going to be coming back to it in another as we go along.
Yes, we will.
But Carolyn Jones, the thing I want to say, if I'm correct, she was an older actress.
I think so, yeah.
She wasn't just like 17 or 18, or in her 20s. She was, I can't remember how old she was, but I want to say it was a little bit later in her life.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find it because I had it pulled up. My bad. My apologies, my friends.
That's okay, because you're doing the same thing I'm doing, because I'm curious too.
Well, I know she was Carolyn Jones.
Yeah.
She was 53.
Wow.
I want to tell you folks, okay? Everybody listen, okay? She was 53. This gorgeous, beautiful woman was 53.
She doesn't look it. She doesn't
let me
look
tell
it.
That means we can all still make our dreams come true. Okay? Do not stop going for the stars and going for the moon. Keep going. She was 53 and she was beautiful and she was gorgeous.
Yeah.
As Morticia Addams. Y'all, I got goals.
Yes, exactly. Hi, Patrick.
Hello, Patrick. Oh my gosh, what a wonderful, wonderful chat we have today. I love this.
Oh.
Man, they love their gothic queens, huh? They're scream queens.
They do.
Yeah, she was 53. And so I wanted to make that special because I think it's important, like when we're sometimes we feel like we're behind on our goals or behind on things. And yet there are people like Carolyn Jones and one that we're going to be talking about later that really are inspirational, that you can still go for their goals or you can still be acting in those older ages and be absolutely gorgeous and beautiful.
Exactly.
In Spencer's word or Gomez's words, Calamia.
Yes.
Can we get some? No, Patrick, we're not there yet.
No, we're not there. We're not there.
Carolyn Jones.
Yep.
But Carolyn Jones, there was something else very special about the Addams family that I, as an Aussian, I didn't realize this until I was older, but I don't know why I didn't catch on to this when I was younger, because I know I watched the Addams Family as younger, but I didn't notice until I was later. And then as an Aussian, I lost my mind.
Okay. Yes, her eyes are very mesmerizing.
Yes. Her eyes are, I don't know if her,
oh my gosh. As many times as I've watched that movie.
Margaret Hamilton, the Wicked Witch of the West, played Carolyn Jones's mom as Granny Hester Frump, but also known as Granny Frump, in the Addams Family, 1964.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all, witchy women right here. Witchy women right here. Makes me so excited. I love it. I love this. This made my day. This made my everything, because you got to see her play a witch, but without being a witch. I love it.
Yeah, I remember her coming on the Addams Family.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I absolutely love it. Yeah. As an adult, when I learned that, or when I was watching it, I was like, oh, yes, I know who that is. She's awesome.
Yeah. Wow.
No, it's not Fro causing mischief, mayhem. I love our chat.
I do too.
Oh, Patrick, bite your tongue, sir. We'll talk about that another day. That's a whole nother show. Because we got to stay on topic. Kim knows me. We got to stay on topic.
Yeah, we'll save that for a whole nother show, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. But yeah, so that was really wonderful. And again, Margaret Hamilton was also up there. So it's really nice to see her, not just in the role of, the Wicked Witch, because she really was a really good character actress. She was really good with her expressions, her facial expressions.
Oh, yeah.
And if you go back and you watch the Addams Family, look for her, because she's definitely a joy and a pleasure. She was in, very specifically, it was the seasons about Morticia's birthday, I think. There was like, she was only in like 3 episodes, but let me tell you, if you are an Aussian, you want to watch them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So
as many times.
And I knew as soon as I'm like, ooh, I have to include this because again, it's for me, I just had to include it. So,
well, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, here we go. We're switching to
Yes.
1991.
Yes.
Whoo.
Yeah, and when they did this, I was impressed how close they got it. Especially her.
The movie adaptation.
Yep.
Played by the gorgeous Angelica Houston. Can we get some more roses here for Miss Angelica Houston in the chat? She was beautiful. She was wonderful. The way the light would come across her eyes.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yep.
Just.
Uh-huh.
Can we have some more snaps? More roses, please. Because, they just going to chop that rose head right off. Ah, Ubaldo. He's right on it.
Yes, he is.
I think there might be some special shout-outs for Ubaldo this week with that mentions. Yes, Angelica Houston.
Yep.
What did you like about her playing Morticia Addams?
She embodied the character. Just like Catherine Jones did in the original series, she embodied who Morticia was. And it was like, I was so surprised because at the time, I was watching both the original series and I thought, well, I'm going to give the movie a shot, to see what was different and what was the same. But oh my goodness, she just embodied the character. She gave it her own spin. And I liked that.
True. I totally agree with that. As well as with Ro, yes, she was a monumental talent. Agreed. Yes. And she brought, like, her tone was slightly different. Yet, you did not want to cross that line. Even if it was softer, that was frightening.
Uh-huh.
And she definitely, again, brought her own to the character of Morticia Addams. Yep. And she embodied it.
She did.
And again, another beautiful illustration. Okay, ladies and gentlemen?
When soft can be scary. Yes, Megan.
100%, Megan. I'm going to remember that. When soft can be scary. Might have to practice that sometime, see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
2022.
Yep.
I'm not going to lie. When I first heard that Catherine Zeta-Jones was going to be Morticia Addams, I was just like, what?
Yeah.
What? Now, long story short, anybody who's heard me talk about Addams Family knows I did end up liking Catherine Zeta-Jones. I did like her. She was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was somebody else that I didn't like. He's cut out of the picture.
Yes.
However, I did like her as more. She did bring her own in her own way.
She did.
I will say this, and I should have included it. And my bad. I will throw out a picture this week, and that is the young Morticia in this one because she was amazing. The younger couple, Addams Family. I'm sorry, in Wednesday from Netflix.
Yep,
I liked them more than those two. Sorry.
Well, no, I agree with you.
Cut some flowers off those roses. It's okay. Cut off the heads if you don't like it.
No, I agree with you. The ones that played in the Netflix series Wednesday, the ones that played the younger Morticia and the younger
their chemistry
Gomez. Yeah, their chemistry was so much more than what these two were.
Right.
So
it's not that I did like her.
I did too. she again brought her own twist to Morticia, which didn't bother me. I mean, you can't copy, if you play an iconic character, you can't really copy what's been done like twice before. You've got to bring your own. But like they could have had a better chemistry, even with the short appearance they made on that Netflix series. It could have been more, because even in the movie, Gomez and Morticia are so much in love that you see it between those two. You've seen it in the original Addams Family series, but here you don't see it.
I would love to share some quotes. And of course, if anybody in the chat has any quotes or anything they'd like to add to Morticia, of course, also is Kim. But I want to add a few of them that I personally have liked. And these are not in no order. This is not, I'm just pulling them out in general. I'm just like any modern woman trying to have it all, loving husband, family. It's just, I wish I had more time to seek out the dark forces and their hellish crusade.
I love it.
Let me think here. There is of course, you have enslaved him. You have placed, and this is, of course, Uncle, this is number 2, Addams Family Values. You have enslaved him. You have placed Fester under some strange sexual spell. I respect that. But please, may we see him? Like, okay, that was Angelica Houston. I can hear her. Like that soft voice, but then you go, but may we see him? Like it being funny. Like I remember that was funny. Salt, pepper, or cyanide. Yeah, that just cracks me up. Yeah. There's a lot of different quotes from Morticia in all of them. You know what I mean? Because there's many. There was also last night. This is funny. This is a good one. Last night you were unhinged. You were like some desperate howling demon. You frightened me. Do it again. Yep. Let me say it again. Last night you were unhinged. You were like some desperate howling demon. Do it again. You frightened me. Do it again. Sorry, I missed a line. I must practice.
Yep.
Man. Yeah. Yeah. Man, her and Gomez. Yes. Okay. Yeah. No. Hold up. Okay. Let's go back. 1964. Yes. 1991 with those two. Yes. I'll take the younger couple for 2022.
I will too. I will too.
Oh. But where there is a Morticia, where there is a mom, and we've already talked about her mom.
There is a daughter.
There's a daughter.
And here.
Oops. Hold up. Now
here
you get to see all 3 of them before we go on to the daughter.
Yep. So here's Carolyn Jones.
And I just realized I forgot something. I'm going to throw in here real quick. But as you want to go and talk about that, I'll be right back. I'm here, but I'm listening as I get this ready.
But yeah, and what's so interesting, looking at each of these women, the look of Morticia changed.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, the way that the makeup was, the hair, I mean, it all basically changed with the times. But each brought their own twist and spin to this character, which made this character awesome.
So. I know. I love how they look so elegantly covered.
Yep.
However, there is a beautiful type of sexiness that comes into play here.
Yep.
And I like how each of the costume designers I want to say Carolyn Jones was the shortest. But each of these ladies look tall, beautiful, gorgeous, all their various ages, and they are just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. And it's interesting that how, if you look at it, how one thing stayed the same, the little things on the sleeves, but yet the pattern of the dresses changed over time.
Mm-hmm.
It is just interesting how each costume designer took and put their own twist on the next one to play Morticia and then on the next one to play Morticia.
Mm-hmm.
But yet everyone, like you said, is elegant and sexy.
Yes, they are. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely sexy.
Yep.
All right. Well, I just got let's try this here, shall we? Let's try. How's it look? Is it looking better?
It is.
How do I look?
You look good.
I'll play with it for the next year. It'll be perfect for ScareCon.
Yeah.
Actually, I had this because I actually did Alphaba a couple years ago. And actually, originally, these were all in braids. I had this all in braids, y'all. Okay. So it was like, okay, what was I thinking? Last minute, let's try to be Morticia a little bit. Yeah. Or get some of my Elvira witchy woman on. Witchy woman.
Isaac says perfect.
All right.
Here's a good question. Which Morticia hairstyle, this is for Megan, which Morticia hairstyle do you like the most? Slightly curly or stick straight?
Well, does this answer it? I like Carolyn Jones's slightly wave to it.
I do too.
But I think that fits her. With Catherine Zeta-Jones, it kind of works.
Yeah. Yeah, the straightness works for her, for her, as well as the style for, what is her name? Yeah, the 1991 one. I can't remember her name.
Angelica Houston.
Yeah, Angelica Houston. But yeah, and that was the other thing I noticed too. Each hairstyle, which I do like Catherine or Carolyn Jones's, but each hairstyle, if you notice, goes with the contours of the face.
Yes, truth. And I think that's what helps.
Yeah.
Yes. Man, I miss having long hair like this. Man. All right. Awesome. Now we get to go on to, who were we talking about?
The daughter now. Like you said, there's the mom. Now let's go to the daughter.
And that's how I actually did most of these photos was with the mom and the daughter. I thought that would be so sweet.
So yeah, here is the original Morticia with the original Wednesday.
Yep, played by Lisa Loring. You know what I like about her is one of my favorite scenes is when she's dancing with Lurch. And it's one of my favorite things on every Wednesday. If you're in any Discord I'm in, I like to share Wednesday dancing because they were really big into dancing. And I love that. And she would dance with Lurch and dance, And she was very smart. You might find a nice girl to be miserable with. That is also her talking to Lurch. She had said, you might find a nice girl to be miserable with. But she was very smart. A very bright, smart child, Other funny lines like, nice, can I play autopsy with it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, how did she get away with that?
Exactly. Because she is Wednesday smart.
I love the fact that she had a doll named Marie Antoinette.
Yes.
No head, as we see there. Actually, I think she's actually holding Marie Antoinette in the photo.
Yeah, I think so.
Man, and every time I see that chair, I want that chair. That chair came out, I swear, in the 80s, and yet that was around before then, like the 60s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, should we move on to our next Wednesday?
Yes.
played by a very famous Wednesday Addams. Oh, I'm sorry. It's so small, friends. But trust me, this is no small feat for this person.
No. Nope.
It's Christina Ricci.
Yep.
Like, we both grew up with the same, we had both Wednesday Addams.
Mm-hmm.
Now all three.
Yeah.
But this, she embodied, like, Wednesday Addams.
Yes.
Like, the character of her, smart, bright, and yet at the same time,
a little mischievous.
A little, she says, folks.
I say a lot of mischievous going on in her with her. Especially
she was known to have wit yet be deadpan all at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when the Addams Family values was, I think it was in that one when she tried to throw the littlest brother off the roof.
Yes. Yes, special note, Wednesday Addams was the daughter of the family, was named after a nursing rhyme about Wednesday's child is full of woe.
Whoa. Yep.
Just a fun fact I thought I would add in. Yeah, you don't mess with Wednesday Addams. No. Like, it's one thing to deal with Morticia, but for some odd reason, I don't know. There's something about Wednesday. She's just her own badass.
She is.
And you don't want to mess with her.
No.
And you don't want to mess with her mom, because let me tell you, she's coming for you. Like, that's it's one thing for her to mess with her own mom, but mess with her mom and you're probably gonna have conversations.
Yes.
And of course, Wednesday's also been known always for her braids and her dress. I love her outfits.
Yep.
Psychotic badass. Yes, Megan. Perfect.
Yes, perfect.
And we had to include Wednesday Addams. I felt it was important. We talked about it last week, you and I.
Yeah.
Because it was like, how can you talk about Morticia and not talk about Wednesday?
Exactly.
It's just too hard.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Now the next one. Now this is from the Netflix series from 2022.
Okay. I feel they made a very smart move.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of doing another Addams Family, that they created the show around on Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
There's only two things I did not like about the show. Two. Okay. You might remember there was two.
I know one of them you already mentioned, but I can't remember the other one.
In the first episode.
Oh, yeah.
We're not even going to talk about it.
No.
It's not his night.
No.
But I did like the scene between Catherine Zeta-Jones playing as Morticia Addams and Jenna Ortega. She was amazing.
Oh, she
Again,
was.
The song, the music, the goo-goo eyes. Like, I love her playing this character.
Yep.
I loved it.
Yeah.
She played it. She embodied it. That she brought her own adaptation to this character, and it was wonderful.
It was.
Nailed it.
She did.
Yeah.
She did. Oh, yeah. She did.
Including, again, the deadpan face, the wit, all that type of humor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
I think Charles Addams would be so proud that his character that he had created in a cartoon would be so beloved still and taken care of.
Yep. Exactly.
But Wednesday Addams was more than just Wednesday Addams.
She was.
Because there was one more person in that cast that we all went, what?
Yep.
And of course, I had to make sure. So I had to go back and just make sure I had her. Where is she?
No preview available. File in orange trash.
No, it's not. Give me a second.
Okay.
There she is.
Here we are.
There she is. I'm like, she's not in the trash.
No.
Christina Ricci. Yeah,
it's she. Yep. There she is as Wednesday. There's what she played in the Wednesday Netflix series.
Yep. As Mrs. Thornhill.
The normie.
When I think I lost my mind.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, because one, I think I've always pictured her as a possible grown-up Morticia.
Yeah.
I've always been like, why can we not see her as grown-up Wednesday? Because I think, again, Christina Ricci, she has this thing about her that's very screen queen, goth queen. Like there's something about her beauty and her inner beauty that comes out through her eyes and through her acting that goes, oh, she could play these type of characters and really just, she will forever be beloved.
Yep, she will.
Yeah,
she definitely will. All righty.
But again, 1964 though was a very interesting year.
It was.
Going back to 1964. It wasn't just Addams Family.
No, it was not. And this was another one of my favorite series. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Munsters.
Where's Bro? He's gonna fall in love.
This is Lily.
Oh, wait. How did we talk? How did I say? I had to say it before Garza Whip. There was Lily Munster.
Yeah.
And she was played by, I'm hoping not to butcher this, Yvonne DiCarlo.
Yep.
I think I said that right. Yvonne DiCarlo.
Yep.
What a gorgeous beauty. Also, just like Carolyn Jones, Yvonne DiCarlo also was an older actress.
Yeah.
Lily Munster. And we're not talking in her 30s.
Nope.
She was older.
Yep.
And she did an amazing job.
She did. I love the Munsters.
I do too. Lily, of course, the Munsters was, that network's take on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, they premiered at about the same time.
Yeah. Yep.
It was their gothic take, I guess, on Leave It to Beaver, basically.
Who knows? I just enjoyed it.
I did too. And of course, Lily, it came out September 24th, 1964. It didn't last too many seasons, just like the Addams Family did, which is really odd.
Yeah.
I think they've kind of become like cult classics.
Yeah.
And Lily, though, was a vampire.
Yep.
Fun fact, she was not supposed to be Lily.
Nope.
Do you know who she was supposed to be?
I can't remember, but I do remember them saying that.
They originally were going to name her, this character was going to be named Phoebe. And she was too much like Morticia.
Yep.
So they took a nod from The Bride of Frankenstein, turned her into a vampire instead of a witch. That's why she has the streaks in her hair.
Yep.
And they created Lily Munster.
Yep.
And I think that was very wise of them.
I do too.
Because she is so beautiful. And this actress is gorgeous.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely gorgeous. And of course, she's the matriarch, of her family. And this show just had a lot of really good, both Addams Family and the Munsters have their own really good lessons that you learn through the shows.
You do.
But the same happened on Mockingbird Lane with the Munsters.
Yep. Yep.
She did have like a fiery temper, but you know, who doesn't? Let's be honest. Come on.
Exactly.
Come on. And she was not in the original pilot. Again, as I was saying, that she was supposed to be Phoebe, and they changed it. Didn't want her to be, you know, like Morticia Adams, and made her her own. So
yeah. Yep.
Let me think here. I personally like watching this show in black and white, just like I like watching the Addams Family in black and white. There's something about it. I don't know. I wanted to see what your take was. Like, how do you feel about like the black and white, the vintage feel, even today, like when you watch it?
I actually prefer the black and white because I rather enjoy the black and white. Yes. I enjoy it because, you know, it's got a certain feel to it versus how it became later in color.
Mm-hmm.
It's got just the kind of the scary, you know, the nostalgic, scary feel in the black and white, where in color you can't, for both the Addams Family and the Munsters, you can't really portray that in color, but black and white you can.
Mm-hmm. How about in the chat? Do you prefer watching the Monster Show in black and white or in color? I love, like, when she would watch the rain, one of the quotes is that she's, "Oh, isn't this a beautiful day?"
Yeah.
There is something about beauty about rain, and even whether we like it or not like it, I love that she threw that aspect. I'm glad that the writers included that.
I do. I was too. Yes.
It doesn't matter how many people run away screaming, so long as I know I'm beautiful.
Exactly. And Megan says the black and white has that much more nostalgic value.
I agree.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to think. I'm looking for something because I saw something and then I lost it.
And she says black and white for the same reason as Kim, the whole nostalgic value.
Mm-hmm. Here it was. I knew the moment I laid eyes on you that you were special. I understand that if you don't feel the same, I'm just a regular gal, just living a boring, normal life. Like, to them, they were normal.
I love that.
Love that. Like, I love the fact that we can just wear our, you know, our wigs and we're just normal, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, just being our fun, playful selves. And yet, that was the thing I liked about Lily.
Yes. I did too.
There was just something so relatable about her. Like, and so when I would look up research for the show, or even in the past looking up to research Lily Munster, you know, they a lot of times did not include her in the Scream Queens or in the Gothic Queens because, you know, she was just, you know, more wholesome in her personality and her character, you know, versus chopping off roses and things like that and being completely goth and all that stuff.
Yep.
I think we might have a visitor. Do we have a visitor? Do we have a visitor? Are you gonna come over here and say hello to everybody?
Oh, let's see. Let's see.
She's probably like, "Who are you? I don't even know who you are."
Hey, there's our unofficial mascot.
There she is. We got to see the witch you were named after earlier.
Yes, we did.
I'm waiting now. Now we'll get the tail.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
We'll get the tail. Again, so Yvonne DiCarlo again played her. And again, she was just a little bit older when she played her. Fun fact, she was in the 10 Commandments.
She was.
Yep, she was in a lot of really other good shows like McClintock, the 10 Commandments, Band of Angels, and of course she also went back to do The Monster's Revenge in 1981 and a few other things.
Yep.
Lily Munster.
She's like, but Mom, I don't want to be on camera.
Nope.
That is Alpha. Yeah, that's Elfie for you.
Right. Looking up one more quick thing.
Okay.
So again, she was a take on Dracula.
Yep.
Her real name, of course, was Lily Munster.
Yep.
I felt like I had one more thing I wanted to share because, of course, her dad was Dracula.
Oh yeah. And lived in the basement of their house.
Yes.
Where he had the laboratory. And him and Eddie would do different experiments.
The bat necklace that she wears is a bad luck charm from Transylvania. I felt like I had one more, and I can't find it right now. It's okay. I can share stuff later. So, especially because I know we do. We still have some fun stuff. I mean, we're about to spill the tea on something else.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. It is time.
Yep.
It's time. We're gonna jump actually, we're gonna go back 10 years, very specifically. Yes. We're gonna go back 10 years, and then we're gonna go ahead 10 years.
Yes.
Because we're about to talk about two ladies, two beautiful, gorgeous, beautiful women. One that was set from 1954, and then one that would happen in the 80s. And they both liked horror, and people loved them because they would talk about horror movies, and they were horror film hosts.
Yes, they were.
Well, we're going to start in 1954, and then we're going to spill the tea and talk about kind of what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. This is Vampira. And it was interesting when I looked her up, because I know a little bit of information on the next character we're going to be discussing in this.
Mm-hmm.
That she and the next character had so much in common.
Yes, they did.
Yep.
Yes, they did. This character's real name, though, was forgive me if I butcher it. Maila Nurmi. Mali, I don't know how to pronounce it. Nurmi.
Yeah, that's the best way I could pronounce it when I looked it up.
I should have probably, I don't know. I don't know. Anywho.
Yeah. Yes.
So, but the show she was on was called Vampira.
Yep.
And it was on KABC TV in 1954, went off the air in 1955, although it was very popular.
It was.
Extremely popular.
Yeah. And, well, once we get towards the end, there was actually something else interesting that I found out about her.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sure. So, and her look, of course, was inspired by Charles Adams' Morticia.
Yep.
Yeah. Because again, the slinky dress. She had a 17-inch waist.
She did.
Y'all, do you understand what that is?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what's 17 inches waist. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. And yeah, exactly. And she actually put her dress together from scraps of material that she's sewn together.
I love that. I love that she did that. It tells you that she was invested in the character.
Yep.
She was invested in the character she was creating, and she was invested into what she was doing.
Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And of course, now she made Vampira, though, off of various silent film actresses, Theda Bara and Gloria Swanson.
Yep.
And again, she was very influenced by the Evil Queen from Walt Disney.
Yes, that was part of her look, was the Evil Queen.
Which, of course, they tried doing that originally with the Wicked Witch of the West, and it just didn't work.
No.
Anywho, any fun facts you would like to add at this moment? Let's go for it. Let's hear it, Kim.
Yeah.
Rip it.
The only thing is yes, she was a host of a horror film segment on that one, only because she was found by the person that he wanted to bring a little bit of sex appeal to his horror movies. And she was a hostess. And so not only was she the hostess, but she never left the house without becoming Vampira.
Could you imagine?
Yeah. She even went as far as renting, I believe, a black limousine to go around town. And she was so popular that when she decided she wanted to call it quits, one of her fans came up and asked her to come to a Halloween party that the fan was hosting. And she says, no, because my whole life has been nothing but Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, how interesting.
It's also so the reason why this show ended was because she did not, again, this was a very popular show.
Mm-hmm,
very popular series. She didn't want to sell her character. She said no. Yeah. I kudos to that because, it's really hard now. We know in modern day that we have, forgive me, ladies and gentlemen, but this is true. Women still they have to literally go back out and redo things and put their name on it because they don't want people taking their stuff.
Yeah.
And it's sad that they couldn't work something out.
Yeah. That's the other fact that I thought was very interesting is they asked her to sell her character when she didn't want to do it anymore. And she flat says no. So, and then shortly after that is when she retired the character.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I mean, I get that. I'm surprised that she wasn't able to separate herself though from Vampira.
Yeah. Yeah.
In order to live a life.
Yeah, exactly.
Without having to retire the
yeah.
character so much.
Yep.
Like maybe that was an early onset of method acting. I don't know.
Yeah, I was shocked at that too. It's like, wow, it was just so interesting.
And she was also friends with James Dean in real life.
Yep.
Kind of jealous on that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously.
Uh-huh.
Just a little jealous, that's all.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was her or somebody I had read today, though, was no, maybe it's the next one. Hold up.
Okay.
I think it's the next one.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, I think it is. Hold on.
All right.
That was inspired by Margaret. Want to say from Viva Las Vegas.
That's the next one.
That is the next one. You know the fun quote. I was thinking James Dean, and it made me think 1950s, and then I thought about Elvis, and then I thought about the movie, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, is it this one or is it the next one? It's the next one.
It is.
Shall we dive into the mistress of evil, of darkness, of the dark, or shall we say, like Patrick was earlier, was like, oh, she's the bodacious one. Oh, that's not her. That's Vampire. But look at those eyes again. Look at that gorgeous look.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Gorgeous. Beautiful.
Yep. Okay, so let's go on here. Next. And everybody knows who this is.
That is Cassandra Peterson.
Yep, as Elvira.
Yeah, she took that character. She took Morticia's dress and just cut it up some more.
Yeah.
A lot more.
Yeah.
And she added in something. Hoisted them up. I don't know. Elvira's Muji macaroni.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, here we go. You follow those in love.
Yep.
Okay, so where's Rose? So I can say now before Garza Whip.
There was Elvira.
Here's Elvira. Yes, Megan, talk about sex appeal.
Yes.
Now, I will say this. This is so interesting because up until now, I've been talking about the fact that you've been able to get all these other beautiful characters have beautiful, extremely beautiful sex appeal. And then they take this and they cut the dress more. I don't mind it. It's just, it's her own. She made the character her own.
Yep. And there was actually the movie was actually, I can't remember when it came out, but there was actually a movie with her actually playing the character.
Yeah. Yes.
And she was actually in the movie, she's actually considered a witch. And since she was in such a high class community, they tried to actually do like they did with the witches of Salem and try to burn her at the stake, but didn't succeed.
No, that's where then the two definitely. So again, now we're into the 80s.
Yep.
Okay, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Yep.
This is where it changes because Elvira is considered a witch while Vampira is considered a vampire.
Yep. Yes, I agree, Patrick. She made almost every boy love Halloween. Yeah, I knew this was going to get some pops.
See, almost every boy. Okay, like, did you all miss Morticia? Did you miss The Bride of Frankenstein? I'm sorry, did you miss? Okay, let's all be honest. I want to see, I think we all, raise your hand if you want to see Wednesday Addams grown up for once.
I do. I want to see how she actually came.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, like, you can have boobs for days, but I want personality. But guess what? Elvira does have personality. She does. Yes, she does have personality. Yep. But I'm just saying, there's other ways, boys. Wow, Megan.
Yes, Megan.
All right. Well, when Elvira they were making Elvira, shall we spill the tea? Shall we finally go there? Should we talk about the Mistress of Dark and Vampira and how things really shook out?
Yeah. Because there we go.
Yep, there's another one.
Yep. There's another one of her.
Which also does look like Vampira in this case.
Yep. Yeah.
So please remember, like we talked about before, that was the last one before we go into the next ones. Okay. That Elvira, that Vampira, she didn't give out her rights.
No.
And when that happened, when they started creating Elvira,
yeah,
or wanted to get a host and get things rolling, they had to create a new character.
Yeah.
And they went to court. And she lost.
Yeah.
The original actress who was Vampira, she did lose her case.
Uh-huh.
And basically, yeah, there was a cease and desist for them to create Elvira because it was a lot like Vampira. It was. But at the same time, when we start talking about like, oh, well, she was considered a witch in comparison to Vampira, I would assume Vampire.
Yeah. Yeah, same here.
Okay, the hair's a little witchy, y'all. Okay. Like we're all too close. My cat looks at me like, Mom, it is crazy. You're crazy. I like to have fun. What can I say?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had some more good details though. Spill the tea, Kim. Spill the tea. Let's hear it.
Oh, it's just if I remember studying Elvira, both of them created the character in their minds before they produced it on screen for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
They had different influences. I can't remember what the whole thing is, but they had different influences, but each of them created their own character.
Mm-hmm.
Vampire, the one that did Vampire created her own character. Elvira created her own character. So, but yeah, it was just interesting how they each kind of are like, but yet they're not. So, sorry about that. I hit the microphone.
And Elvira also, Cassandra Peterson also created hers like kind of like a Valley Girl a little bit.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, Valley Girl type.
Yep.
Yeah. Which is interesting because it's upper middle class.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh my gosh. So, but I think, you know, but here's the thing. Without one, you couldn't have had the other.
No, you couldn't.
So that's why we have to acknowledge them both, because they're both beautiful. They're both smart. They were both intelligent women who had beautiful characters and knew what they were doing.
Exactly.
And for in her day when Amalia, I'm sorry, I'm butchering her name. When she created Vampire, that was a huge thing.
Yeah, it was.
It was huge because it wasn't being done and it had to be done. And that was 10 years before we would get Morticia Adams or Lily Munster, like beyond an illustration sketch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it had to be done. Sorry. It's like she's awesome. So that's why I'm like, kudos to her, because she came at a time just like Mary Shelley was cutting edge. Yep. She created the book Frankenstein, the first horror film. But then
here we go. Cassandra tried to go mainstream acting and wasn't working out for her. She actually did what they used to call it a B movie, and it didn't go well. Yeah. And then she just figured out that the character that she created was more popular than any acting that she did.
Right. Well, and I think like hosting and all that kind of stuff, I think that was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, just like Vampira. They had something that was very special and very iconic in our decades and in our lives that we get to just enjoy.
Yep, exactly. So,
and now we just get to have just some fun, because
that's
what we're going to do.
Yep. And I have the first picture up.
Okay. This is not mine. I found all these mostly on Pinterest, but this is from one of my favorite channels I like to follow. It's called, hold on, I'm just gonna pull up my copy.
Okay.
It's a little bit bigger.
Okay.
But of course we have Vampire, Bride of Frankenstein, Lily Munster. We even have Angelica Houston as Morticia Adams. Again, this is from She's Magic and Midnight Lace. While some fairy godmothers used wands and wishes, mine came bearing stem skulls and crows to carry me away. And that's actually by Anne Marie Elsner. Yeah. So, beautiful quote. But look at the beautiful artistry. I just grabbed a bunch of different stuff that I absolutely love, that I thought you guys all would enjoy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So look at that. Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, though, when we get to, Carolyn Jones, of course, she was originally really a blonde.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just fun once in a while to throw on a wig.
Yep. Yes. Okay. So.
This is just awesome.
I like this.
Okay, you guys. Yeah, don't tell me to smile. Now, what I love here is that it has also additional, more modern Scream Queens. Because we also, we see Elvira, we have Morticia, we have the Bride of Frankenstein, we have Lily Munster, which, of course, Carrie Fisher would love her.
Yes.
We have Wednesday Addams, but we've got two more modern Scream Queens in there.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Beetlejuice, Lydia.
Yep.
Which, okay, Winona Ryder has become her own, like, in a sense, because of Stranger Things.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Right,
And then,
yeah.
of course, with Lydia, when she was in Beetlejuice, that was, again, 1980s, right? Late 1980s. And she was young and beautiful. And, of course, and she would go on to be in Edward Scissorhands, where she was a blonde. See, she went opposite. And she, again, with that goth feeling, she can get that. And I love that.
Yeah, and I do believe she's reprising her role as Lydia in Beetlejuice 2.
That is what I have heard, and that would be awesome.
Yeah, and Beetlejuice 2 was actually filmed in the same town that Beetlejuice was.
Yes.
So,
yes, Patrick. So this in the lower left is Fairuza Balk. She was in Return to Oz, which is its own scary movie to some. She was in The Craft. She was in The Craft. She was Richard Waterboy. She was in The Worst Witch, which I watched on the first day of autumn because, hello, of course. She is definitely one, I think, for me, one of the more modern screen queens, because not only was she in Return to Oz as a kid, she was in The Worst Witch with Tim Curry. Okay, y'all. And she was also in The Craft. So, yeah. I think she is definitely a awesome modern day Scream Queen.
Yes.
And there is a movie called Scream Queen, but we're not talking about that movie. We're talking about these ladies.
Yes.
Those ladies.
Yes. All right, let's go on here.
Oh, this is so good.
I love it.
It says, and I found this from horror something.com. It says, we are all searching for someone whose demons play well with ours.
Yep.
And I love this because really, Lily Munster and Morticia and Gomez Adams. Cara mia, like beautiful, perfect.
Exactly.
Those are the kind of marriages we want.
Yes.
I mean, the loyalty, the romance, the authentic loyalty. It's just wonderfulness.
Yep.
And they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Goals.
Yes.
Goals, at least for me. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I already got that type of marriage.
Woo! See, it's working for someone.
Yes.
I love this. Darling, some people have a twisted sense of beauty.
Yep.
I know there are no blondes here, but technically Cassandra was redhead. Carolyn Jones was blonde, like me. Mm-hmm. But I think it's fun just to go to the dark side for some fun.
Yes.
Lydia Dietz. I wanted to include her because I knew I just had a feel. So it says, God, you guys really look dead. And then the next quote was sexual perversion. Again, these are just various quotes from Beetlejuice. I myself am strange and unusual. Back to the other side. I saw some ghosts. My whole life is a dark room. I could live here. When she first saw the house. I am utterly alone. Very dramatic as a teenager. I am utterly alone. Yeah, right. Of course they're dead. They're ghosts. Beetle breakfast? When he was trying to get her to go, Beetlejuice.
I see dead people. Yeah, that's actually from another movie. Okay,
I wanted to include her.
Yes.
Because I knew that we had both talked about her.
Yes.
Okay. And I know none of these include American Horror Story, y'all. Okay. We might be strange, but we're beautiful. Y'all remember, you might be strange, but you are beautiful.
And that's what makes you you.
Listen to Kim, y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh, and note, I love how this is created because you have the Bride of Frankenstein looking up, and of course, Lily Munster again when they went back and recreated that character into Lily, they of course used the streaks and stuff like that as a nod to the Bride of Frankenstein.
Yep.
Oh, I shared this morning, and it says, in this house, we work it like Elvira, are fearless like Vampira, love like the bride, dance like Morticia, think like Lily. I would like to add, though, dance like Morticia, yes, but I think we also love like Morticia because there was definitely a certain love that she had for Gomez.
Oh, yeah.
Whew, that was fire. That is fire. That is hot, hot, hot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I love that. I saw that and I'm like, oh, I shared it this morning on Twitter. So if you don't follow me or you use an abuser, Kim, you need to, because a lot of times I will tag her in all my stuff. And this was one of the things that I tagged us all in today.
Yep.
Although it's interesting. Love like the bride. The bride, though, did not stay.
No.
She screamed.
She did.
And she was gone.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. We all, I think, here's the thing about the Bride of Frankenstein.
Uh-huh.
And I want to make a note of it because this just made me remember it. Love like love like the bride. I think we have created in our own imaginations how we wanted that to go.
Yeah.
I think we all wanted Frankenstein and the bride to be together.
Yeah.
And in our own minds and in our own imaginations and ways, we have just like I will forever feel Baby and Johnny are still together. Okay. They are still together. I don't care, people. Bring me Dirty Dancing too. I don't care. It's not happening in my world. And I think that's what we've created in our minds is that she still ended up with Frankenstein. Yeah. I'm sorry, not Frankenstein. That's the doctor. The monster.
The monster, yes.
The bride still ended up with the monster.
Yep. And
the monster still happened.
Yep.
Another one that I shared this morning. Coffee.
Yes.
It says coffee because there's no rest for the wicked.
That's true.
And I thought that was funny because that is actually, there's a lyric in Wicked. There's no rest for the wicked. And that was one of the lyrics in Wicked. So I'm wondering if they took that and added that quote to it. But I love this because it has, again, Lily, it has Vampire, it has Elvira, and Morticia, which I also like. I love the fact that they put the two next to each other. Yep. And went, no, they're equals. They're good. We're good here, people. Okay.
Yep.
And then had Lily because you and I were talking about this a little bit. And that is like a lot of times when we were doing research, we find Lily's not included.
No.
Because a lot of times, oh, well, she needs to be on her own. Well, no. And in our case, we decided, no, we wanted to include her.
Yeah.
So. Strange. Oh, I love Megan. Love it. Strange but beautiful. Yes, I love it. Yes.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if that's the last one.
Oh,
it might be. We're getting close.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. Yes. Here we go.
Yes.
2 Morticia Adams. Lily Munster, which I love her little thing.
I do too.
Elvira and Vampira.
Yep.
They're gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And note, you didn't have to show boob to be gorgeous because all of those women were gorgeous.
Exactly.
And again, I love Lily Munster because her white just reminds me of it's definitely reminiscence of the Bride of Frankenstein.
It is. It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just gonna all the queens together. Yes, Megan, all the queens. Everyone but Wednesday.
Yep.
That's okay. This works.
Yep.
I guess when Wednesday's fully grown up, we'll go there.
Yes. Yes. But I think that is the last one.
Wow, this has been fun.
It has.
please snap or send roses in the chat if you guys have had fun tonight and have enjoyed this topic, because we decided to do something different tonight.
Yes, we
and not
did.
a regular movie review, or we just wanted to have fun, and celebrating characters that we love.
Yeah. That was the last one, so I just closed it out.
Awesome. So send oh, you Baldo. Oh.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. I'll do this. That's love.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, you Baldo, you're gonna get like some special shout outs this week. All the Calamias. Oh, you Baldo.
Yeah.
I wonder, Ubaldo, do you like to tango? Just curious question.
Yeah.
And yes, that was fun.
It
Times
was.
I laughed and rolled my eyes.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad, because this tells us then, we like to see how things pan out. This has been so much fun. And I'm so excited that we decided to do this tonight, because it was it was such a great time. And I'm excited. It's like I don't want it to end.
I know.
Any final thoughts before we wrap up and get to some housekeeping and what's coming up?
Yeah. I don't, other than it just, like I said, going through them, it just brings, except for Vampira and the Bride of Frankenstein, but like Morticia and Elvira and Lydia and Wednesday, it just all brings back memories of childhood, sitting in front, watching the Addams Family going like this.
So, now, do you watch these movies year round, or do you only watch it like during like September, like through October?
I usually watch them I watched them year round. Yeah.
Same.
Same. Yep.
The Addams Family. Do what you want to say. I have MC Hammer singing in my head. Do what you want to do. Yeah, you watch that show. Of course, this is just an extra special time of year that you just, I don't know, it just changes it up, add a little spook, a little fun.
Yep.
And enjoy it. And I don't know, there's also, for me, there's something very comforting about it. Like when you watch Addams Family from 1964 or the Munsters from 1964, and there's something about the nostalgia and yes, there was some wholesomeness, but yet the love, the passion that they had, it's just wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Ubaldo's not doing the tangos, he's doing the mamushka.
Aha. Got it.
Are swords involved? We must know these things, I mean, witchy women. Okay, we need to know these things. This is important to know.
Yep.
I know myself. I watch them year round. But again, during this month, I always reread Frankenstein, and that's when I like to watch. They did do a Mary Shelley movie. It was fine. It was good, but it wasn't. You have to be prepared, though. Like, we already told you the biggest thing at the end, that we're like, dude, you know what she had in her writing desk when she...
Yeah. I was listening to somebody that does like history on, I think it was like TikTok. I was listening to it, and I was going, oh my gosh. I was going, okay. So,
and then, but in regards to Addams Family, I'll watch that any time of year. I like Addams Family enough that I can watch it any time of year, not just at Halloween. Although at Halloween time, it's just extra fun because you can dress up. Although you can dress up any time of year and dress it. I should do that more often. Gives me more reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is so fun. I literally enjoyed it.
Who knows? One day we might do a further breakdown, so it's not just like an overview. Because tonight we only did like an overview. I felt like we touched on some. There was a lot more we could have given you. And maybe we'll throw out some tidbits this week. We'll see. So
plans to talk Nightmare Before Christmas this month?
No. Sorry.
No.
I don't know if Megan missed the announcement last week, But I guess maybe we should start doing some housekeeping. Does that sound good?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do the housekeeping, and then we'll go ahead and fill everybody in on what's going on.
Yeah, or refill everyone in, because we get it. Life happens.
Yeah. Thank you to Adam Goswick from A Certain Point of View podcast for creating our new logo. Well, neither one of us are wearing it tonight. But
sorry, Adam.
Check out the ATSW family. Oh my. The Sidebar Cantina live every Monday on YouTube at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. ATSW, the Escape Pod, live every Pantless Wednesday on YouTube at 7:05 Eastern. Layman's Terms is on YouTube only, where he just covers a vast amount of different subjects from the Magic game to who knows. And the Stranger Things has happened with Della Snooch and Luna Girl every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern. They just barely had one, I believe, last night.
Yep, they did.
They're going through watching the seasons of Stranger Things for the first time, and they're covering it in their own way. Also, Swede Studios and Explicit Noise on YouTube. The Orange and yes, I was right. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Orange and Fed Show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Go to bio.link/red5 to find more exciting podcasts. Believe me, there's one for everybody.
This is true. There's over 30. But it's awesome. Like tonight, we like to cover movie reviews. We like to cover characters and all that fun stuff.
Yep.
But then like tomorrow is after the weekend, and they bring their own. Or we have the Red 5 Tavern, and we do Dungeons and Dragons. There's tons of other things. Oh, and hello, we keep forgetting. I am just started bringing back the Red 5 Reading Book Club.
Yeah.
Yes, I am very excited. I think we finally have some type of announcement that's going to be going out in the morning. So if you're not following Red 5 Reading on Twitter, please do. Sorry, also known as X, because I will be dropping stuff there if you're interested in the Reading Book Club. You can always hit me up on Discord or private send me Peace Love Disney. I'm sorry, Peace Love Fandoms. That's my co-host on my co-admin on a page, Jennifer. Anyways, and because again, if you're interested in reading, we're going to be doing reading, not just Star Wars, although we might be starting out with Star Wars. We're going to be reading a lot of different books. I'm excited for it.
All used and abused pod links can be found in the show notes and pinned to the top of our X page, also known as Twitter, depending on how you refer to it.
Here's my nose.
And go to bio.link/usedabusedpod. Okay, now let's remind everybody what's happening.
Yep.
Okay, next week we are going to be covering Ahsoka.
No, you and I are finally going to cover it together. I mean, I've been having fun with Science Fictionary once in a while, or getting in their chat and talking about it and live reactions. Oh my God, that's been fun. But I'm excited because you and I have barely talked about it beyond like having fun. Yeah. You're not sharing anything with me. And I'm like, I got to wait until next week.
Yeah.
She's keeping it bottled up.
Uh-huh.
But I'm excited because we have 2 special guests next week.
We do.
Mm-hmm. I'm so excited.
Yep. We do have 2 special guests. One of them actually joined us in the chat tonight. Yay! So yes, we're actually going to have Megan from an autistic point of view and Marisha from Princesses and Padawans.
Yep.
They're going to be joining us for our review on Ahsoka next week. Then, as a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, after next week, Used and Abused will be going on a hiatus for a while. Don't worry, we're not going away. We're not going away. We're just going to take a break because starting this month, Kimberly has a lot of crap that she's got to deal with at work right now. Yes. And so she does not want to come out to a show looking like she got run over by a Mack truck, stressed out and everything. Yeah. So we will be taking a break. Yeah. Don't worry, we won't go away.
Nope. I will still be posting a lot of fun things, but that is also during that time. That's when I'm really going to ramp and amp things up with the Red 5 reading, which is this. It seems like it's really good timing because I'll be able to help get that really going. And we're going to it's all good. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be great. And I can't wait because I know we'll be back in December, and I'm excited for something that we're going to be doing in December because I asked a long time ago, can we do this? Because it was supposed to be my 40 for 40, but I wanted to wait until December because it was one of my favorites, because it's based off one of my favorite books. And yeah. And I knew that you would like it because it was Disney.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And I'm excited for that. So that will get us through. But trust me, we will still be posting. We'll still be on Twitter/X.
Yep, we will.
We'll be busy.
Yeah, we will. So, yeah. But yes, don't worry. Just a break. Just a break.
Yep. We're on a break. We're not doing that from Friends, but we're having time. Yes. But, we're so grateful for everybody and everything that everyone does when they come into our chats and hanging out. And yeah. And we miss him too, Megan. I know that Kim misses him.
I do.
I'm like, Kim, you okay over there? Yeah, I'm doing great. Kim, you okay over there?
Let's put it this way. I'm handling it.
Understandably.
So, we can't either, Megan. We are excited. We are going to have fun.
I know. Megan, you don't understand. She's going to explode. She hasn't told me anything.
Nope.
Like, you've been at least be able to watch my live reaction, but I haven't been able to see this one yet.
And it'll all be revealed next week.
Awesome. I'm excited.
Yes.
So
I am too.
But anyhow, this has been fun.
It has.
And a huge thank you to everybody in our
chat.
Please make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. Please make sure, if you're not following us on social media again, because I'm Peace Love Fandoms on Instagram and Twitter, /X. But I will also tag Use and Abuse as well as Kim in a lot of our posts because we have a lot of fun things that we like to do even when we're not here.
Yeah. And just as an announcement, if you find anything that is posted on Twitter or X from Used and Abused, that's from me. I'm running the account now. So if you notice,
unless I tag them.
Yeah. So, and then when she tags us, she will tag my personal account, which is at Polar Bear 2013K. So,
yep, it covers the spectrum.
Yeah.
Oh, shall we wrap it up already?
Yes, let's. And your dad's saying, yep.
Well, thank you, everybody. How does this go? Have a good night.
Have a good week. Be
kind to everyone.
Yep, be kind to everyone. And then peace. See you next week when we cover Ahsoka. Have a good evening. Bye.